Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. All right. Hopefully this live finds you well. I'm just coming on because, we need to interact with people. And well, we can't because we can't go out. We're still, stuck inside. And I'm sure we're going to be stuck inside for as long as people don't listen to the rules, you know. That's the one downside to this, is that we're stuck inside because people just, this is just very frustrating, to tell you the truth. And I'm sure a lot of people out there are frustrated. I don't know about you, but I want to move on. I'd like to do something else. And I feel like the only way we can do that is if people finally do the right thing and go inside, you know. I was watching a video yesterday. It's on my Miss Kelly fan page, and it's actor Michael Rappaport, and he's basically saying that, we can't, nice has literally flown out the window, folks. It literally has flown out the window, and he went off, and I totally get it because, you know, hey, Brian, good morning. So, the reason, nice is flown out the window is because I don't know how many times in different languages we have to tell people to stay inside, and they just can't do it. I know, like, for people who have to work, and I'm really sorry that you guys are losing your pay, and that sucks, and I feel really horrible for you folks, and I hope this works out for you. Um, I mean, I'm not trying to spread any. Ooh, I'm not trying to spread any false information here, but I was reading on Facebook that the stimulus plan. Hey, Lewis, I heard that the stimulus plan has passed. I mean, I know that's like, temporary money, and we don't know when we're gonna get it, and but I'm glad, I'm glad that passed, because I could use that money, and you could use that money, and I mean, no, that doesn't give you back your income and things like that. It doesn't bring that back. It does help, Um, I'm happy that they came to an agreement on that. That's great. The only thing is, like, if I'm from New York, so where the hell am I gonna spend it? I mean, it's just getting very frustrating because you can't control other people, and the people who can control other people aren't controlling those people. For what reason? I don't know. It would make more sense than, just to pass whatever law you got to pass at this point, just to get people to do the right thing, because, like I said last night, is that Governor Cuomo has given too much rope, and people are literally just not listening. I don't know if they just don't want to. I don't know if they're in denial. I don't know if they just don't care. I'm not sure what it is, but it's like, they don't want people getting angry because the spring breakers are in Florida, and wreaking havoc over there. Well, there's a lot of people who are angry about that, me included. I'm more angry at the fact that people from New York aren't listening, and they're leaving to go to Florida and wherever else they can to get away from this. That's not what New Yorkers do. That's not what we do. When 9/11 happened, that's not what we did. We did not escape. We did not just pack up our things and leave and not be New Yorkers. We got to stick together here. New York's in a really bad place, That's not what we did then. We didn't do that with Hurricane Sandy either. We didn't. We couldn't escape. We couldn't escape Hurricane Sandy. Even after 9/11, you really kind of couldn't have escaped either because they shut down the planes. And I'm not trying to compare one to the other, but like, leaving New York because you're afraid, you know, that's not what New Yorkers do. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. That's just not what we do here. And then you got the people who from New York City. Hey, Chris, I'm getting through it. I just wish people would, listen. Don't we all wish people would just do the right thing and listen? Michael Rappaport put out a video yesterday. I know that he's not on, the right side of politics and stuff, but and that's okay. It's not at this point. That doesn't even matter at this point. At this point, what he said in his video was basically get your kids and bring them inside. And I've seen this for myself. I'm telling my kids, no, you can't go hang out with your cousin, your friends and things like that. That's hard as a parent, telling your kids you can't do this, you can't do that, because if you do those things, you could either get sick, I can get sick, my parents can get sick, your grandparents get sick, their dad has, asthma and things like that. So, you know, so it's hard when you're trying to tell your kids to do the right thing, and you're doing the right thing when other people aren't. And it's those people who are causing, the spread of this damn thing. And on top of that, it's making it hard for those who are listening, and they just want this to end so we can just go and do the other stuff that we want to do. you know I'm so over it. I am just so over it. Anyone just over this? It just, it's like, how hard is it to tell people just to stay inside? Oh, hopefully this so anyone watching anything good on hey, Heather. um Sorry. So it's just getting frustrating, at this point, because, we all just want to move on from this. And then you just got these stupids out here. And, the kids who are going out, like even like the spring, hey, Trent, good morning. Even the spring breakers, you know what? I don't, they're stupid. Okay. These are kids and they're stupid, but they're stupid because, yeah, well, now is the time to be putting out videos, because, you know, what else are we going to be doing? But that's the thing, is like, so, we could sit here and blame these you know hmm, um kids, the kids that are the spring breakers and stuff. But I'm seeing here, like in my own home, that New York being the worst of the country, is that you know the adults aren't listening here. The adults aren't listening. So you can't blame the kids if the adults aren't listening. The spring breakers are stupid kids. Their parents should have grabbed them by the panty and dragged them back inside and said, no, you're not going there. However, they should have also been able to have gotten their refund back and things like that. I see that's one problem with this, is that because travel hasn't been banned yet, nobody's getting refunds, and, you paid all this money place myself because I have my hotel booked in New Jersey for end of June, and that may not happen. Hey, Justin. See, that's the problem is that, you know, I mean, I haven't heard from the hotel yet. Um, so I don't know what happens there, you know. The only thing that I could think of is, like I said, my mom's thinking if we call and cancel the room, then we would lose our money. But if they call and cancel because this thing's getting out of control, then you got that going for you. Maybe they'll give us a refund. We may lose part of the money. We don't know. I'm doing okay this morning, Justin. How are you? That's the thing is now, we're stuck in that sense. Is like, I can understand where the spring breakers, probably didn't want to cancel because they didn't want to lose their money. They also didn't want to lose their fun time. Um, I mean, I am content and at peace with the fact that my trip to New York City is canceled next week. Um, I don't know what's going to happen with that either. I don't know if I'm going to get that money back. I don't know if the library is going to allow us to use that ticket for another time. But we don't even know what another time is at this point because people don't want to stay inside. You know? The problem is people ain't staying inside where they're supposed to. And, if we could just do that and due diligence, then we may be able to enjoy something somewhere along the line. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I could totally understand where Michael Rappaport was saying that they're going to get celebrities to do PSAs. I saw that our hospitals here. Wow. Not here. Oh, it's not. Oh, everything closed here. Well, they're going to have to leave the grocery stores, the essential items, open. That's the only thing is they're leaving the essentials open. They're rationing food here even further than it was last week. So we're definitely in a really tough place here. And, I know I'm touching my face. I'm home and I just washed my hands. So, it's just definitely, yeah. Well, we're not on lockdown yet. We want shelter in place. And the thing is, we need and want shelter in place here in New York because people aren't listening. You know, you don't want to listen to the hype and the hysteria of it all, but the thing is you kind of have to because people aren't listening. If they had listened, we wouldn't be here anymore. It's just getting old. It's just getting so old at this point. I want to be able to go out and live. Like I said, my trip to New York City, dead and gone next week. I don't know. I haven't heard from the library about what they're going to do about that. Um, school's probably going to be closed till next year. That's that. The school's probably going to close till next year. And I mean, the thing is, like, there's for us here in New York, we haven't hit peak yet. That's if you don't know how this thing apparently works. Apparently, we have to hit peak, which means we have to hit the highest level of this mess, and we're not even there yet. New York's not there yet. We don't know when that's going to happen. They said, there's says 45 days, a month, could be longer than that. We don't know. But the thing is, the reason we don't know is because people just won't do the due diligence and stay inside. Michael Rappaport was talking about how, they're asking, yeah, that's basically it. Well, I mean, we're on a common sense basis here in New York. Because I called the police department the other day because, I have to share custody of my kids with their dad. And we don't have stay in place order. And the current order that we have doesn't say, you can't do those things. And I was told that I still had to send my kids to their dad's house. Um, and they said it's just basically common sense at this point. Common sense ain't that common these days. That's the problem is like, if we all followed common sense, then, a lot of things would be different right about now. Hold on one second, guys. I'll be right back. Gotta get something. All right, Franks. What are you doing, Dougie? Want to say hi to the people? Want to say hi to the people? Come here, girl. Come here. You want to say hi to your peoples? All right. Ugh. Yeah. Exactly, Justin. Exactly. What's that? Hey, Exploring Ginger. Hey, your ear smells. Want to say hi to the people? Huh? You're here. Frankie's following common sense. She doesn't go outside. Right? You don't go outside. Although she kind of looks like she wants to go outside. Frankie follows social distancing. The other day, she just went into her cage and fell asleep in her cage by herself. Nobody put her there. She just went and did it. Frankie knows social distancing. Be like Frankie. Frankie knows social distancing. Huh. Take it for a dog to know what social distancing is. Right, Franks? You know how to do social distancing? Oh, she'll be okay. She licks her own nose and stuff. Ah. But could you just imagine that? Just, oh, what is she doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, you silly doggy? What are you doing? Oh, wow. She's definitely very silly today. I mean, see, that's the other thing is like now, like, I know I'm touching my face. Sorry, folks. I did just wash my hands. But see, that's the thing is like, just needs to end. Just stop it. Michael Rappaport was talking about how they were going to get celebrities to do PSAs telling people to go inside. I mean, don't these people get paid to do stuff anyways? I mean, do we really need to pay celebrities to tell people to go inside? I mean, at this rate, I think, at the rate we're going, nice has flown out the window. I don't know about y'all, but I'm all over being nice about it. Get the fuck inside. Isn't that, I'm totally like to that point because, New York is in such a, I didn't even see the numbers for today yet. I'm wondering if I should stop even looking at it, but you kind of have to because, like, you want to know because, yeah. Well, I don't even think they should be doing PSAs on any of this stuff. People should know how to do it to begin with. I can't believe in 2020 we got to tell people, to stay inside, watch some television. I just I don't get it. Why are we even doing this? And then we gotta have to have PSAs on how to wash your hands? No, I don't think, you know what? Oh, Governor Cuomo is actually live now. I can watch it later. Are you finally gonna put shelter in place, Governor Cuomo? That's the one thing my dad's been saying about all this is that these politicians are getting lots of TV time every day. Every day they're going live. Trump and Cuomo, Cuomo and Trump. I mean, I'm not sure which one's better or worse, but And if you're tired of seeing these people on the television, all you got to do is stay inside. Get yourself inside and just get inside. That's all you got to do, folks. Just get inside. I tell you, the best sleep of my life is thanks to this coronavirus. I get to sleep late. I don't have to put my kids on the bus at 7:30 in the morning. I don't have to get up at 6:30 to get my kids on the bus. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? Oh boy, what was that about? I have to figure out what that message is about. You know, this thing is making my skin crawl, That's why my hands go to my face, you know. It's also, be patient with the people touching their eyes and stuff right now. It is we're on the cusp of allergy season, and people are going to be scratching their eyes. I don't know about you, but my skin's crawling from all this. It's just crawling. It's gross. This whole thing, it's like, you just want to move on, and it just a simple, it really is a simple fix. Well, I mean, simple fix as in we could stop the spread of this, is that we just, just, get it going. New York still hasn't hit the peak. Yesterday we were at like almost 26,000 cases. Hello, Candace. Yesterday we were almost at 26,000 cases in New York. 500 in my township. And the problem is they're not saying where in the township these cases are, but you know what I'm saying? 500. We are the number one problem in Suffolk County right now. The number one problem. And people can't just stay inside. They just can't stay inside. Just stay inside. It's the simplest thing. And, some people are probably thinking Michael Rappaport was a little too much in that video yesterday, cursing and stuff. No, I don't think he's wrong, and I don't think he's too harsh. I think people are just really sick and tired of it, and when the problem is, everyone said yesterday I got into an argument with somebody because I said that Governor Cuomo. Yeah, right. Well, you may not want too much of that though, Pondam, because the toilet paper isn't gonna be too good luck to you finding some toilet paper. Hey, Caffeine Queen, good morning. Oof, I know, I'm touching my face. Somebody yelled at me in my video yesterday because I was touching my face because I was excited about what was in my BoxyCharm video. Oh, for Christ's sake. I'm staying inside. I'm listening to those rules. If I accidentally touch my face, I'm telling you, I feel like my skin's crawling. Anyone else feeling this? Yeah, we could do those kinds of things, Brian. Yeah, we can go out and walk. I mean, we can, minus, the big stuff, the malls and the bank. Oh, no, the banks are open. It's the stuff where people congregate is closed. Hey, Eric. Ugh, it's just a long fucking road. And watch, my live stream's gonna go on yellow. That's all right. I don't make much money doing this. I come on here with the kindness of my heart because I really enjoy it, And that is the one joy of this, is that, us YouTubers are going to come out of this okay, because people need a place to go and things to see other than what's on the news. Like I said, I just, about like 5 minutes ago, I got, a notification from Facebook that, that the, who's it there, that Cuomo was live again. I could watch it later. I can watch later. I just want to hear this guy say, we're shelter in place. Shelter in place, Cuomo. Shelter in place, because people ain't listening to what you already got. And I know some people like, you gotta, not listen to the hysteria. I mean, I was like that at first too. I have to be honest, I was in that frame of mind when this whole thing, came about. I didn't want to listen to the hysteria. But, it's we got a problem. New York's got a problem. And New York's going to cause an even bigger problem because if you don't know, minus the spring breaker folks, people are freaking out here because we're like in such a large level. So they're leaving New York and going to Florida. You got snowbirders going down there. People are going down to Florida. So, while Florida's like living La Vida Loca right now, you know, people from New York are leaving this state and going down there. So this will spread just based on that. Oh, Prince Charles? No, does he have it? Oh boy. So, you want New York to go into shelter in place. Not only that, the rich New York yuppies, the ones from New York City, are trying to escape New York City. Wow. And he's not a young dude either, Prince Charles, right? Oh man. But see, that's the thing, is like the other problem is you got the rich yuppies. Yeah, well, they shouldn't be allowed to go, but the thing is, they may have houses in Florida. Yeah, they have houses in Florida, but that don't matter. No, they're trying to escape this. They think that if they leave New York, they'll be in a better place. No, you're not, and you're bringing it down there. You're bringing it down there. And then you got the rich yuppies from New York City who don't have homes in the Hamptons. They don't have homes in the Hamptons. They're renting them. They're doing Airbnb and renting things. So the people from New York City have to travel 2 hours from New York City to the Hamptons and to bring it all the way over there. And not only that, there are people, hello Dakota dude. And then you got the people from New York City who are going out to the Hamptons because, at this time of the year, the Hamptons are like, there's not a lot of people over there, because it's cold. And well, that doesn't matter though. But the thing is, you may not have it. You may not have it, but you may be asymptomatic, or you may have come in contact with somebody who has it and you're a carrier. You may not have it, but you could be a carrier, and that's the problem. So if you got people coming from New York flying down to Florida, and Florida doesn't, I mean, I don't know what their numbers are looking like right now, but I know what our numbers are looking like here in New York, and it's bad. It is bad. You want us New Yorkers on shelter in place. Otherwise, it's going to spread. And then what? They don't have enough ventilators here in New York. We got a problem. New York needs to go on shelter in place because if we don't, it's going to spread. New Jersey's on shelter in place. California's on shelter in place. I think Illinois and Washington are also on shelter in place. And the reason this is spreading even further, York City, the rich people don't want to be with the poor people right now. You see how this is going? This is not very New Yorker like. We're not acting very New York here right now. That's disappointing. You know, when we had 9/11 and Hurricane Sandy, we all came together as a community. This is not coming together as a community. If we're going to do this, we're all going to do it together, But the thing is, what you got to listen to the rules. And you got people who have a lot of money in the city, you know, you got people from the city who are packing up their families and renting homes in the Hamptons. So they're bringing it over there. But like I said, it's a 2-hour drive from New York City to the Hamptons. So I'm sure they stopped along the way, to get food or whatever else, and they're bringing it over there. We're literally in that situation too. I mean, Westchester had it bad for a while because there was a guy there who was an attorney who, traveled to China, and he brought it back, and he was still partying it up, in the meantime, and he infected that whole town. And that's where we're at now, is that the people from New York are not listening, and they think that they can go here, there, and everywhere, and they're taking it to other states. They're taking it to other parts of this state. We're literally a war zone here. I don't even know if we can come out of this at this point. I survived Lyme disease, so I can totally understand, like I said last night, is that I can totally understand the whole social distancing thing. Now, Lyme disease is not contagious like that, but, I was forced to stay in because I had IVs in my hands and my arms and things like that, and that's considered a weapon, even though there's no needle in there. But you know what I'm saying? But so I can totally understand, what needs to happen here. It sucks. It sucks that we're at that point. It also sucks that people just can't listen and do what they're told too. That's the one part. It's like this. It's just not that hard. It really isn't that hard. They said today that the stimulus plan has passed, and I know that doesn't replace your wages and things like that. And at this rate, we may have nowhere to even spend it. Well, yeah, that's true. China should have said something, but then by the time that China said something, they should have done something. I mean, Italy gave us a warning. Italy gave us a warning. Italy told us what we needed to do. Italy said that we needed to shelter in place, and New York is not doing it. And nobody's listening here. Not one. I could take my phone to the main road here and I could show you what it looks like. Well, not right now, but you know what I'm saying? Is that they gave us a warning. Italy warned us that we need to set in this shelter in place. China should have said something, but they're in their own little world over there. And yeah, it's wrong. They shouldn't have done that, you know, but the thing for them is, they're just very pride. They have a lot of pride there, and I'm guessing that's part of it, and things like that. But you can't blame the country as a whole for this. It's their government that screwed it up. Their government screwed up by not saying something. This is not a time to be hateful towards the Chinese folk either. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I mean, they killed their own people with this, and now, you know, but like I'm saying is, Italy gave everybody, the plan to follow, and nobody wanted to follow it, and they still don't. They still don't. New York's gonna be a very bad place. We haven't even hit peak yet. We're not gonna hit peak anytime soon if people don't listen. Yeah, that's true. Exactly, Justin. I mean, there's absolutely no excuse for them to have the pride, but that's just the way they are, you know. I mean, even Japan, I don't know if you guys know, I talk about this a lot, is that I work on some campaigns. Well, the president sure isn't really saying a lot either. He's not saying a lot. He's saying that we're going to come out of this, and he's hoping that we can, reopen by Easter. And listen, trust me, I appreciate his optimism. I would give anything. I would give anything for that to happen. But the way I'm living right now in New York, that ain't going to happen. It cannot happen. They cannot open for Easter. They cannot open the church for Easter. Y'all going to be all up in that church like 20, 30, 40, 50 people when we're not even supposed to be congregating at 10. No, we can't open at Easter. It's just not, that's just not going to happen. You can't do it. I mean, maybe in some states, but if you don't lock down New York and stop the New Yorkers from leaving from here, then you better be ready for what's going to happen, you know. Yeah, exactly there, Justin. Exactly. I agree with you. I mean, I think here in New York, I'm not, it's hard to like really say what it is. I think people are, they're very, and trust me, I was a little in denial at first myself. I mean, the beginning of this month, you saw I went to Marshalls and TJ Maxx, and the one day I did go to Walmart to get stuff to make hand sanitizer, but I wasn't aware at that point where we were going with this. You know, I don't even remember if there was at that point, I think Westchester had started having their problems. You know, I mean, the problem with, this whole thing is like between Long Island and New York City, people commute to go to work. So that's why this is why, if anything, it's gonna spread pretty bad, is that people this whole time are commuting to and from New York City for work. But the biggest thing, like I said, is like you got New Yorkers going to Florida. Although the one thing I heard is if you are from New York or New Jersey and you fly into Florida, they're going to test you at the airport. And then you have to go on a mandatory 14-day quarantine down there. So, I mean, I guess they got that going for them. But then, there's that other issue is that now they're saying they're not even sure if it's 14 days. If this thing pops off in 14 days or it takes longer. At first it was 7, then it was 14, and then it was now they're saying some people are saying 28 days. You know, I know. I'm sorry. I'm really itchy. Um, that's the thing is like they don't really. And then they also said that this really affected old people, but they're saying people between the ages of 21 and 44 are being affected by it. I think they said a 21-year-old died in the city yesterday. So it's not necessarily just, the old folks, it's also the young ones too. And then there's rumors that, if you're O positive or O negative, you'll be safe. Don't buy that either. Don't buy that either. Just, you know, you may not get it, but you may be a carrier. I know, Justin. I had someone comment on my video yesterday about that. I was just so excited. Listen, I apologize if that offended some folks that I was like, oh my God, yes. Because you know what? In the darkness that we're facing here in New York, it was a little bit of light. And I was very excited to see the things in my BoxyCharm box that I really was hoping for. I was really, really hoping for the 2 things. There was a third thing, but that's okay. I'll take 2 out of 3. So, I was really happy to see that. I didn't mean it. I'd wash my hands before I did the video and after, before you said something. That's the thing is like I am trying to do my best to follow the rules. I mean, I'm following the rules by like staying inside. The only time I've been outside, a school bus is bringing food here for him, breakfast and lunches, and that's about it. I haven't been to a store since Saturday to pick up a gallon of milk. And as far as I know, my kids' physicals are on Saturday, and they have not canceled those. And the reasons they're not canceling those appointments. Oh yeah, she's okay. Yeah, I spoke to her yesterday. Yes. I'm not sure, what she's going to be putting out anytime soon, but, it's a tough time for everybody. It is a good time for us YouTubers because we need, an outlet, and people need something to watch and an outlet to talk on. So we got that going for us. But, and it's hard because we're really, like for me, I'm just really stuck. I feel like I'm stuck. And, when you survive so many things in your life, then you come to this point, at the beginning I was telling myself, oh no, this thing ain't going to take me out, because I've survived so many other things. But I'm like, at this point, I'm not optimistic on that part either. I mean, at the rate I'm going, all I want to do is just to be able to live. I think we all just want to live right now. Live life to the fullest. I mean, that's a little difficult, and that's why this is really hard to handle, is because we simply can't do that. Yeah, we can congregate here, 10 or more. It's just the hardest thing of all this is that, like I said, I'm in the worst case scenario here. I don't want people to feel bad or anything like that. It just like, it could get better if people did the right thing, and people aren't doing the right thing, so it's not going to get better, and it's only going to get worse. In fact, that's what they said. This can only get worse before it gets better. And New York, it's getting worse day by day. They I mean, it was just Monday, yeah. Monday they said it was 15,000 cases. And then early yesterday it was 20,000. And by the time Trump did his live stream, Yesterday it was 26,000 cases. Could you imagine that? It went up 6,000 cases from yesterday at 11 o'clock in the morning till that evening. I mean, I'm afraid to look at the numbers today. And I have agoraphobia, so this is really hard for someone like me who has social anxiety issues. It's like the agoraphobia can win right now for me. That's one hard part of this is that, like I said, it's kind of like that. Oh, I want to go out and do stuff. Oh, the government says no, you can't go out right now. But oh, mhm. But the thing is, but I do want the shelter in place because, the sooner we get this going, it's like the sooner they do that and the sooner this will go away. You know, I know that my trip to New York City is gone. School's probably going to be closed till the end of the school year. They haven't announced it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what they're going to do. And but like I said, the worst of it to me is the fact that, just people, I just want to move on. Everybody just wants to move on. And that's why, and what's sad about it is the people here in New York, the ones that are listening, are the ones begging for shelter in place. There are people here who really want it because they really want to move on. Ah, thank you, Lewis. I appreciate it. That's the thing is that people really do. I mean, listen, do I really want to be forced to stay inside? No, but I also really want to just move on from this, and I think that's where we're at right now. There are too many people not listening. So, and the thing is, nice has flown out the window. It has truly flown out the window. You can't be nice anymore. You really kind of can't. Makes me feel bad because, I'm all about spreading kindness, not germs. And, yeah. See you later, Pondam. I know that's the one thing about this is now I just want to sleep all damn day. This morning I woke up at like 10 o'clock, and that's because I had a phone call telling me that they were dropping off food. I mean, that's the one thing is I've had some, a lot of food being brought to me through, therapists and caseworkers and things like that. So I'm not left here, for dead. Yeah. And at least two deaths. I mean, I haven't seen what the death toll is in my county today, but I know like a couple of days ago they had said two of the deaths that had happened in my county were at an old folks home, a nursing home. Could you imagine living in a nursing home right now when two people died from that? You're probably scared for your damn life. I mean, you're scared for your damn life at that, just living in a nursing home at your age. But now you got to worry about, you see two people, two of your friends in a nursing home die of this. And then you're like, that would just cause me so much trauma. I mean, at this point, I don't even want to look at the ladies upstairs. I'm not even going anywhere near those folks because they go out. They've been going out more than, yeah. Definitely needs to. My freezer is fully stocked. I did, unfortunately tap into my tax refund to fill it up. And, someone on here, Thomas, thank you, Thomas, kindly sent some money via PayPal for lunch. And that really brightened up the kids' day. We got a treat that day. And it really, I mean, that brought tears to my eyes to see how well YouTube is favoring and helping one another. We should all be helping one another throughout this whole ordeal. It's just so hard. At least we have this community, and like I said, we can congregate here, we can talk here, we can still hang out here. Um, put out lots of content right now. Now's a great time for us YouTubers because, we can put out the content and, I mean, I'm not seeing like a total jump in my views or anything like that, and that's okay. You know, last night I took a break from reading the books, but that'll be back up tonight. Um, because, I know y'all need that. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Next time I go live, I will pull out one of the games. Yes, absolutely. You're right about that, Justin. We definitely need to do that. And, try to get things in gear here. You know, today and last night was just me venting about this whole thing. And then you know, once this is, the next time I go live, I'll definitely whip out a game. That way we can do something else, because we can't focus on this forever. That's another part about all this is that, we do need to escape what's on, what's on, online there. But, oh, off, but, it's definitely, yeah, look at this. Coronavirus has exposed America's sickness of selfishness. Yes, agreed. It definitely is selfishness. Wait, they're still gonna have Mardi Gras? Oh, they did have it already. Oh man. Oh, wait. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, it already happened. I was like, oh wow. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, Justin, I just needed to vent, but I will go back to normal. You could also, if you don't follow me, my Miss Kelly fan page, there's other things on there. You know, um, one thing I could tell y'all is, I don't know about you, but I mean, not only do I feel afraid, but I'm actually feeling like, um, a little bit helpless. You know, I can't do very much, but the least I could do is, yeah, yeah, exactly. And the thing is, I'm not trying to bring the politics part of this. Hey, Simon, I'm not trying to bring the politics uh part of this, because that's not going to work for us. That part doesn't work. I mean, listen, I'm angry because I feel like there needs to be something else done here in New York, anyways. And as you heard, I said that I appreciate that Trump is being so optimistic. I mean, I'm not buying his optimism, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, Cuomo is stupid. He is stupid. He needs to put us on shelter in place. I mean, the thing is, though, you can't blame him completely, though. That's so the problem is it's not completely his fault. He probably really believed that the people were going to listen. He really thought that people were that afraid at this point in time, and that didn't work. That part didn't work. It's not his fault completely. It is also the fault of the people here, because I could tell you, like I said, if I were to take my phone and my camera up to the main road and show you what it looks like right now, you'll you know we're not sheltered in place. No, we need to be. So if your people are sheltering you, Simon, that is a great start. You know It's not being done here, and it's just not good. It's not good. I do have to stop at the store on Saturday to pick up some supplies. So, you know, I mean, I hope I can get some supplies. At this rate, I'm just gonna get stuff to make soups. Gotta make soups. Apparently, hot drinks and soups and things. Oh, really? Wow. Well, we have over 20,000 here. We're probably, I mean, I didn't even see what the numbers are yet. Cuomo is live right now, and I didn't go look at it. I'm guessing we're at the 30,000 mark at this point. And we don't have enough ventilators in this state to accommodate that. That's the other scary part. And the problem is, supposedly they have, some ventilators in the federal level, and they, for whatever reason, aren't sharing with us. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've been drinking lots of coffee, a pot of coffee a day. I mean, that's not good for my health because, I'm not supposed to be having all that caffeine, but it's not good. Yeah. What's sad about that is, so here's the thing. Is that so apparently here in New York anyways, they are raising the wages for the employees in the stores. But they are not raising the wages for the medical professionals. And listen, I understand, that they do indeed need to raise the wages here in New York, and we've been doing that slowly but surely. But the thing is, for me anyways, I'd rather them take that extra money in wages and put it towards, people putting the wages towards operating a delivery service instead. You know what I'm saying? Like a no contact delivery service. So that's how I'm looking at things, is that at this rate, it would make more sense to not really to do it that way. They should just get some more delivery fees. And just so y'all know, there's a lot of specials on there's a lot of specials. Yeah, I saw that. That's awesome though, Simon. That is a good thing. That did pass. And but then again, here I am in New York, and I'm like, at the rate I'm going is like, what the hell am I gonna spend it on? I'll be lucky if we make it outside in a week. This is just getting old. It's just getting so old. I'm over it. They got to stop the hoarding too. That's the worst part of this, is the hoarding. So anyways, guys, I am going to end the live now. I have to get my other kid awake. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. The next live, I will have games ready to go. So I will see y'all later. Remember, stay inside. Wash your hands. Stay caffeinated, because that actually helps this. Well, the hot drinks, not the caffeine. And stay inside. Yep, much love to you, Justin. See you guys later, guys.